Preface to Love Among the Artists. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Expatriate in Bangor, Maine. Love Among the Artists by George Bernard Shaw. Preface. The Author to the Reader. Dear Sir or Madam, will you allow me a word of personal explanation, now that I am, for the second time, offering you a novel which is not the outcome of my maturer experience and better sense? If you have read my Irrational Knot to the bitter end, you will not accuse me of mock modesty when I admit that it was very long, that it did not introduce you to a single person you could conceivably have been glad to know, and that your knowledge of the world must have forewarned you that no satisfactory ending was possible. You may, it is true, think that a story-teller should not let a question of mere possibility stand between his audience and the satisfaction of a happy ending. Yet somehow my conscience stuck at it, for I am not a professional liar. I am even ashamed of the extent to which in my human infirmity I have been an amateur one. No, my stories were meant to be true ex hypothesi. The persons were fictitious, but had they been real they must, or so I thought at the time, have acted as I said. For, if you can believe such a prodigy, I was but an infant of 24 when, being at that time one of the unemployed, I sat down to mend my straitened fortunes by writing the Irrational Knot. I had done the same thing once before, and next year, still unemployed, I did it again. That third attempt of mine is about to see the light in this volume. And now a few words of warning to you before you begin it. 1. Though the wisdom of the book is the fruit of a quarter century's experience, yet the earlier years of that period were much preoccupied with questions of bodily growth and nutrition, so that it may be as well to bear in mind that even the youngest of us may be wrong sometimes. 2. Love Among the Artists is what is called a novel with a purpose. I will not undertake to say at this distance of time what the main purpose was, but I remember that I had a notion of illustrating the difference between that enthusiasm for the fine arts which people gather from reading about them, and the genuine artistic faculty which cannot help creating, interpreting, or at least unaffectedly enjoying music and pictures. 3. This book has no winding up at the end. Mind, it is not, as in the Irrational Knot, a case of the upshot being unsatisfactory. There is absolutely no upshot at all. The parties are married in the middle of the book, and they do not elope with or divorce one another or do anything unusual or improper. When as much is told concerning them as
Sample complete. Ready to continue?